So you want to buy a Cessna 310R. Man oh man, what a pointy airplane. Definitely in the top 10 most likely to poke your eye out during the pre-flight. I don't want to dwell, but if you painted this plane black, you'd definitely get Batman's attention. Today we're talking about the 310R, which is the big nose version and the last production version of the 310. The closest competitor in performance is the 58 Baron, the crown prince of piston twins. Though the max takeoff weight of the 310 is 100 pounds higher than the 58 Baron, the max landing weight is the same. It has a 750 pound higher gross weight than the Seneca 5. Range in the 310 is a huge variable because there's so many optional fuel tanks. You can have as little as 102 gallons or as much as 206. Managing the various tanks and fuel pumps in flight can be tricky. If you had all the optional tanks installed, you could carry 1,250 pounds of fuel, and it would cost over $1,000 to fill. Ranges anywhere from 500 to 1,400 nautical miles depending on how much fuel you have. You'd have to have some crazy bladder control to do 1,400 miles, so I've averaged it out at about 1,000 miles. There's lots of 310Rs out there, and there's usually a handful for sale at any given time. With any model, there'll be some outliers, but most fall within the mid 100,000s. Something really impressive might get up into the mid or even high 200s. Upgrades to paint and interior will usually do good things for resale value, and upgrading your panel will increase value, but usually not as much as it costs to do the upgrade. You're better off finding a panel you like if you can. Operating costs aren't cheap, but they are less than the 58 Baron. When running two IO 520s, the difference between rich of peak and lean of peak can be large. I've averaged it out to about 28 gallons per hour. TBO on these engines is just 1,700 hours, and it costs almost $40,000 each to overhaul. 310s are known for not being especially difficult to work on, with easy access to most parts. A shop with specific 310 experience is highly recommended, especially for the landing gear, where the rigging is particularly fussy. There are plenty of well-maintained, low-time 310Rs flying today. With the big barn doors and elegant passenger experience, the 58 Barons took the bulk of the frequent flying business jobs. That may have contributed to the 58 Baron survival, but it also meant that the 310s were primarily owned by less active private owners, which resulted in lower total time. If a piston twin suits your mission, then no doubt the 310R is already on your shortlist. If a big nose is up your alley, maybe the 310R is for you. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next.